What's going on, everybody? Doc, Average Gamer Guys, back yet again, bringing you actually the update details for Gears of War 4. One thing I want to throw out there, we haven't done a ton of Gears on the channel, but it is something, one I'm really interested in playing. I really enjoy this game. Um, Good multiplayer, good campaign, Horde mode I'm a big fan of. The only reason I think we probably haven't brought this for two main reasons. One, obviously, we're really trying to focus in on Halo Wars 2. Now that we got a little bit of downtime before that releases, trying to get content varied up. So we'll be bringing more of this. And two, some of the playstyles. Me and Sloth big fans of playing Horde mode on this, and our multiplayer games actually got some pretty good reviews. So we appreciate the support on those. But Horde mode is probably where we I won't say enjoy the most, but definitely enjoy that mode among the most. The problem with those games, those of you that have played know, they can go pretty long, especially if you start to get up into the rounds 20 and 30 and higher than that. Those games can go pretty long. One thing I am thinking about doing is just going into each of the maps, especially these new maps that are coming out, and just talking some basic kind of tactics tips to set up to allow you guys to make it to those further rounds. If you're interested in that, let us know down below. We're trying to gauge interest, obviously, for the viewers, the subscribers that are coming back to the channel, kind of watching everything. For those of you that are out there that are Gears of War 4 fans, happen to stumble upon this, throw a comment down below. Let us know what you want to see. Again, just trying to continue to grow the channel and see what you guys are looking for, and see if those kind of tips and guides would be helpful to you. But the main reason for this, and the reason a lot of you are probably here, is to talk about the February update. I've been I don't want to say surprised. That's the wrong words to use. But I am very happy with the recent support that I'm seeing from Gears, from the developers, and even the community, to really talk through the big changes. It seems like just recently, last video we talked about some of the updates for Season 2 that came out, a lot of new cosmetic content that they brought out, a lot of fan favorites they brought back, a couple new maps. We're getting the same thing in February here, and I'll talk about this here near the end, but they're also bringing stuff for March, so it seems like they're really kind of ramping up, trying to do almost monthly updates, which is really awesome. I don't want to compare it to somebody because it's obviously not the first time this idea has been thrown out, but it seems kind of a lot, in my opinion, a lot kind of like Halo 5, where they were just bringing consistent updates. And they're actually about to bring another one. We talked about that in our Halo 3 episode, Halo Doubles 3 episode, that should be up about the same time as this. What their next update is going to be for some new armors. So it kind of seems like they're going the same route with this. I'm a huge fan. The cosmetics are really cool. I'm glad they're bringing back some fan favorites. That's one of the updates for February. And then that's more something we'll see kind of looking forward as I kind of scroll through. But I'm a big fan of that. But I'm even more a big fan of the maps that they're bringing. So the two biggest portion of the update for February is going to be the two new maps. We have Impact Dark and War Machine. Now, those of you that are old fans of Gears and have been playing it either from the beginning, or for me, I played the original Gears but didn't play much online. The Ultimate Edition, though, was kind of really my intro into that arena of multiplayer for Gears. War Machine is going to be a map that you guys are super familiar with. They've kind of revamped it. They've given it a new aesthetic style. They're bringing it kind of forward into the Gears 4 universe, but still the same kind of map mechanics, 3-lane setup, the fight between the sniper and the turret up top, and then frags, and obviously the torque bow centralized to kind of assist with those fights. I'm a huge fan of this map. I'm super happy that they're bringing it back. Again, old fan favorite. It'll be neat to see it. I'm hoping after I get done talking through, we're going to jump into 1 or 2 matches just to see if maybe we can get it. But I'm a big fan of them bringing this map back. I hesitate sometimes because sometimes rehashing old maps almost feels kind of like a cop out, um, just because it's like you do want new content, you want new stuff you haven't seen before, new map designs. But it seems like Gears is doing the best of both. Every update, it seems like they're bringing back something old with a kind of a fresh perspective on it, and then also bringing something new. And that's exactly what we're getting here. So I'm super stoked for this. Hopefully you guys are too. And I'm really hoping we can get War Machine. Other map they're bringing in is Impact Dark. Now this is the same, essentially the same map, um, but they've kind of revamped the layout as far as the weapons. Um, really, no more snipers on this map, and the whole uh, reason for this map, and this is something that seems like they're going to want to continue with as they move forward and kind of their map releases and updates. The Impact Dark version of this map is essentially going to make it so that you can't see all the way across the map. There's like a haze, a fog. It's actually, I think, smoke from the fire, because essentially the entire map is on fire. Um, Kind of a burned down version of the original. Um, Essentially makes it so you can't see all the way across the map like you could in the original one. So you couldn't grab the sniper and kind of make those long shots, because you're not going to be able to see that far side. And the whole purpose of this, I watched some of the vid docs, so go check those out. Gears War, their community page has a ton of information. Um, but the whole purpose of this kind of revamped style was to bring the fight in close. They want to get it close. They've done some weapon changes. The overkill's now on the map, again, to kind of force that close fight. No more snipers. They're replaced with bolt-on pistols. Again, kind of that support role, so you can still get a little bit of range, but obviously you're not reaching across the map. I'm super excited to play this too. I think this is a really neat update, again, because I think for those of you that are maybe more casual playing it, you're still going to be familiar with the map. You know, you're going to jump into it and be like, okay, I generally know where everything is. I know kind of where I like to be, the lanes I like to move in. But the fresh perspective on it, the fact that you can't see all the way across, the fact that the haze is kind of there and kind of brings that fight in close, I think that's really neat. So both these maps, super looking forward to getting in to play them. And yeah, I'm just excited. As of today, the update went live today. You can play. I'm just reading through real quick. TDM Guardian King of the Hill. They're getting double XP and 20% bonus credits. So just keep that in mind. So I'm glad we're jumping in a couple games as soon as I finish looking through this. So that is really neat. One other huge change is for Guardian. And you actually kind of saw this a little bit in the last video that we put up. We actually jumped into a Guardian match, and the match kind of rolled. You guys didn't see the whole thing because the video would have been way too long. But the first round of Guardian for us lasted forever. And it was basically because the Guardians, they kind of sat back. We kind of sat back in the spawns. You had, one or two guys, enemies trying to approach. We had one or two guys defending, and we were kind of both teams were kind of doing the same thing. Send a few guys to probe, maybe get some kills, get lucky, get the leader, take him down. But that kind of revolving, playstyle didn't really work because, you got a good defense on both sides, so it was hard to penetrate and actually get to the leader. So they've improved it, and they're now doing something new called leader spawns. Just essentially, when you respawn in, you're going to respawn into a location closer to your leader. So not obviously right on top of them, but closer to your leader. And what they hope to achieve with this is to allow, one, it to work with their Impact Dark map, because again, the close fight, not going to be able to see all the way across. Obviously, you need to be able to spawn in kind of close to your leader. And that kind of makes the games more intense again, gets that close fight. And then two, this kind of gives the leader the capability to move around and set himself up maybe in a weapon spawn or in a different specific location outside of the regular just kind of cornered spawn that they're in, and kind of allows a little bit more tactics to be set up. Maybe there's a map that's a little, or position that's a little bit easier defendable on certain maps. You're going to be able to do that now that you can spawn in and you'll be close to your leader. I think that's huge. I think that's awesome. One, I think it's going to make the games kind of speed up a little bit because you're going to get a lot more, contact between the two teams. Leaders are going to get engaged in the fight a little bit more. And two, it's going to make some of it a little hectic because you might be shooting the leader, then all of a sudden, next thing you know, from your side, kind of flanking you a little bit, is going to be somebody that just popped in from a respawn. So I'm really looking forward to that. That seems like a big community feedback thing. A lot of fans talking about it. So it's really neat to see them put that in. And then just really quick, looking forward, there's a lot of other stuff. One big thing that they're looking at for March, probably the biggest thing, is going to be core and competitive lobbies, and then kind of looking at how the rank structure for those work to make sure that you're getting paired up with people that are closer to your ranks, get into pre-game lobbies that make sense, and can kind of roll those things. So March update, that's coming obviously in March, so that's really neat. The other thing that they're looking forward to, again, more legacy characters. They're definitely looking at bringing some Locust characters. A lot of fan feedback for who else they want to see. So I expect that stuff to be rolling out in March and further on beyond that, which is really neat. And then big updates come in for Horde. They have a new inconceivable difficulty. Insane difficulty is hard enough, so I can't imagine what this is going to be. They have an Iron Man mode. Both inconceivable difficulty and Iron Man mode are for both campaign and Horde, so that's neat. They're doing level 6 class skills for all classes. I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to, kind of keep the Horde experience kind of rolling forward. Give players that maybe more near the top end of being done with those, maybe their skills are close to being maxed out, something else to kind of look forward to and work towards. So I think that's a great addition. They're going to add additional skills, which is something that I think is something that they need to continue to do. Again, kind of keep the Horde mode going. I think they realize a lot of people like to kind of do that PvE type experience, kind of like Firefight for Halo. Again, hate to make those comparisons, but very similar. And I think a lot of people kind of gravitate towards that. So I think that's neat. They're going to add more achievements, and then they said they have much more beyond that. So they have a big forum up. I will throw some of the links down. I will throw the link down for the Xbox news article down below as well. They have some cool vidocs and some actual panning of the map that you guys can check out. So really neat update. Super excited for this. Again, I am a huge fan of continued support for games. If you're a season pass holder, which I think Gears of War would be one of the big things that I'm looking for. Just their support. Again, we got some insane. I talked to this last time. Having these daily rewards is really neat. Whole bunch of stuff, which is really awesome. I am a season pass holder, so that is really. Again, we got these new maps here: War Machine, Impact Dark. We will jump over the last message, and again, just there. So we're gonna jump right into some person. We're gonna do some social quick play. Actually, let's go back. Let's see if we can jump in. But we may just be stuck with this. I got a little bit ahead of myself. I know there were some special playlists set up. Kind of hoping that we would be able to. Oh, here we go. New developer playlist. This is going to get us. No. Okay, interesting. Not where we want it to be. There we go. Okay. A little bit of technical difficulties. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I'm just super excited to play this. Let's get into matchmaking. Get into developer playlist. This is going to be obviously a whole bunch of different modes. We got double XP, 20% credit boost. That's what I'm looking for. And I want to play on Impact Dark War Machines. We will jump right into these. I have the season pass. I promise you guys. Manage some bounties really quick. Oh, there's a good chance. We'll just go. What? Go for a core win. Sure, we'll find. Got the core game modes firing up. So we'll get into this and get into War Machine right off the bat. Again, I'm stoked for this map. I think Blood Drive, I want to say, is probably my all-time most favorite map. We'll jump into just the very end of this, but War Machine is pretty close for me. These guys are way more better than I am, so this is going to be very interesting. I am a big fan of pushing for this. Now see, I am also a big fan of when he's got the torque bow. I wish I could have picked that up because I am a big torque bow fan. You're stupid. This is a game that I've also found to, again, big fan of this game, clearly. Again, we're trying to get more stuff up on the channel. We've got a lot of stuff that we're enjoying doing. This is a game I definitely feel like I can pick up and play without having to have played a lot. And minus my terrible shooting right there. Ooh. Minus my terrible shooting right there, I really do feel like, for me, controls feel real smooth for this one. And it's just not a hard game to jump back into, especially if I haven't been playing for a little while. So that may just be because I do have a lot of time. The other versions of the game, the other titles. Ooh. Should be doing okay here, but we are down, which is surprising. Did swap spawns? Nope. Got her down. Helped with that kill. Let's pick that torque bow up. Oh, this guy was right behind me. Whew. A little bit of a turn here, so we'll see what we can pick up. Looks like we got a lot of guys on this side. Ooh, can we down that guy? No, we cannot. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, jeez. Hell, it looks like we're doing pretty good here. That is a sick torque bow shot. Jeez. Oh, I booted that guy. That was... Yeah, one left. Over here. Just got a shotgun here. That's making her moves. Just stay away. And there we go. Boom. Came into that game, obviously, in the last round. I think we helped. We got definitely some assists. Got a couple kills in there. Only died once. 2 kills, 2 downs. I will take that. So not bad at all. Happy with that performance. I'm going to vote Impact Arc here. I'm really hoping we'll be able to play. Might get sent back to work. I'm hoping we don't. On Impact Arc. I don't think we got it. Going back to War Machine. Do get another chance to take a look at that. I believe that doesn't run too long. Don't want this. Another question. Oh, if it let me stop that, I would like to go do the assist one. But we'll jump into this. Maybe we'll do a round or two. And don't want this long. If you haven't, make sure you get on your Xbox and get this update. I had to update right before recording this. 4.8 gigs. So this is a big one. This is one of the bigger ones that I've seen for this game. So just kind of keep that into consideration. We're going to try to get the right torque boat, and got it. Yes, thank you. And I love the torque bow, guys. I freaking love the torque bow. Little miss there. Working it, that guy. Little miss there. Oh, I thought I stuck him. Woo! Close. There's a good chance I go up here. So, one area of the map I didn't show too much. I don't want to get flanked here. Not sure if that was our... But this turret is absolutely insane. And again, that's how this map is set up. So that guy got that beautiful headshot on me. I'll give that to him 100%. But that's why this map is set up like that. It's really kind of a 3-lane fight. Your center lane is really your fight for either the sniper, which spawns right in here. I'll show it to you right there. Spawns right in there. But it's kind of balanced out by the fact that you get the giant turret that's set up there. This is the only thing I'm not a huge fan on this map about, is the spawns do feel very canned. So if you get trapped back in your spawn like these guys are right now, we have 100% set up over the weapons. We can really kind of sit back, and it takes a lot to kind of bust out of here. Pick her up. Oh! Yeah, we really did kind of just pinch him in here. That was a beautiful headshot by that guy. So he was able to kind of escape and get out of there. That was very nicely done. But as you can see, that's probably the only one flaw with this map. But I would argue you could probably do very similar things in just about all of them. So that's just kind of for consideration. But again, big fan of the map. Really, really enjoy it. A big fan of grabbing. My personal favorite. I'm not super good with the long shot, so I usually do run I usually run straight for torque. That's kind of my setup. That's what I do. And then if I can, I will come up to this turret because this thing absolutely destroys it. It is gross. Looks like that last guy's. Of note, we also do have the frag grenades that will spawn here. This is hopefully what I'm going to do. I'm killing this guy. Alright, well, I'm actually going to wrap it up there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I will send, again, all the links down below for all of the update coverage for February. Another big update coming in March, so look forward to that. If you enjoyed the video, if it was helpful, please hit that like button. If I missed anything, please down in the comments let me know. I will make sure to update accordingly. But again, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe. We are going to be trying to bring more. Oh, and I'm going to get killed here. Hopefully we are. I say hopefully. We are going to be bringing more Gears content here coming soon, especially since we got a little bit of time before Halo Wars 2 comes out. And this is a game I do enjoy playing, so definitely want to keep the content rolling for that. So hopefully you guys liked it. I am Doc with Average Gamer, guys. Thank you so much for checking us out. We will check you next time.